Good afternoon. Welcome to coaching call number 4. There's a very specific reason why you're viewing this on archive, and I will go through and explain that as we go through the program here. First, there's a few staples that we're going to do on every coaching call, just so that you're aware. The biggest part is to make sure that we are all virally connected as much as possible. I still look to have you guys go out on our social media platforms and go to Facebook and have your friends join on Hero Home Source, or like us and follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is proving to be a very good source of information for all of our members as well as our heroes. All of our videos are on there now currently. All future videos will be on there. It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to view these, email them out to your heroes and any kind of leaders within those hero organizations to view their 4-minute videos or what have you. So really want to connect and build this as much as we can. If we've got 50 members and they got 100 or 200 friends on Facebook or followers on Twitter, and they go out and have them join us, and you can see how this can grow pretty quickly. So really want to make sure that we stay on task with that and everybody follows through and helps us out, because it's only going to help us all out in the long run. So please do that, and we'll go from there. Over the past few weeks, there's been some good things happening. There's been quite a few people making connections with mortgage and title and attorneys. I've spoke to a few of them myself. They're starting to, I think you guys are starting to understand how to present this to them and how to get some buy-in, get them excited about it. I know the folks that I've talked to are very excited and on board and wanting to participate, and I really believe that it's just a matter of how you present the program to them so that they really grasp the big picture of it. A few good things have happened with our employee benefits directors. I know I just approved an ad for the Air Commando unit, which is going to be a worldwide release, and she's going to have an ad in that, and I think that that's a really good step in the right direction, and I think that's going to build a lot of confidence for her and help her to kind of use that in her presentations with the other organizations, and I really think there's going to be a lot of momentum gained from that. So, and a couple other people are working on some ads for some different publications, which will come out in the next week to 2 weeks, I hope. So a lot of good things happening there. The reason you're viewing this on archive is that we are in Tallahassee as you're viewing this. Tuesday is our scheduled coaching call, and we have meetings booked 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. We are meeting with some very key officials. Dave Merzen has worked tirelessly over the past 5 or 6 weeks, so a very big thank you to Dave for his commitment to the process. And really, I mean, it's going to be great for Dave, but it's going to be equally great for all of us. So if you run into Dave or you see him, give him a little shout out, give him a little thank you, because he's really working hard to bring this program to these top organizations and have them preach the good word of Hero Home Source to all their members. So I think it's going to be very exciting. We're going to be very busy on Tuesday. I did not want to skip a coaching call, so I recorded this archive so that you don't have to be on it too, but you can watch it anytime in that time frame that's convenient for you. So just a few things that are going, and I'll update you as we go over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks as to the results of our Tallahassee organization meetings. Last 2 weeks, very simple. We've been trying to stay on task. 5 new prospects per week, 2 sales pitches per week, and 1 presentation per week. So that would be 10, 4, and 2. I really want to stay with that and stay on task as we go through. We'll keep delivering new ideas and new opportunities. I'm sure a lot will come up with the meetings we have in Tallahassee, as far as the Fraternal Order of Police, the PBA, the Coast Guard, all these different organizations. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversation and opportunity there that will unfold over the next few weeks. Make sure that you're real familiar with the 4-minute videos. A lot of people have been asking me, like, what can I send out? That's the whole purpose of the 4-minute videos. It's got the slides in there. They're about 5 minutes long, so it's real easy, real simple to do, especially on YouTube. Just share that link, and I think that will get them excited. And then you've got all your documentation in the Dropbox for you to send as well. So we want to stay on task with mortgage and title, and I want to stay on task with the accountability sheets. It's really important, and I've been given a little latitude for all of us here with some of the growing pains that we've had and everything. But the whole purpose is that we manage our tasks and we follow through on them, and we arrive at the desired results. So we're going to kind of keep focused on that over the next 2 weeks. To start off for the next 2 weeks, just go back in history a little bit. Back in 2006 and 2007, I watched 60 Minutes and saw on TV a foreclosure express bus ride out in California. And they would bus people around and take them to all the foreclosed homes and talk while they're on the bus and educate them as to what's going on in the marketplace and what's happening and why they should jump in and buy houses now. And I thought that was just a great idea. So me and a partner of mine, Dean, had started what's called the Opportunity Tour. And we rented one of those trolleys. There was a local company that rented those trolleys. And it was a bus, but it was like the San Francisco type trolleys. And we had rented that, and we were getting all set up to bus people around, talk about foreclosure aspect of the market and what's going on, and then show them some houses and hopefully sell them houses. The whole purpose of why I bring this up is that we did a significant amount of work at the beginning before we even took our first bus ride. We went out to the local news stations, your major ABC, NBC, CBS affiliates in our community, and let them know what we were doing and asked them if they wanted to interview us. The news came out and interviewed Dean and myself. We got a couple people that we knew to let us use their house to show the whole atmosphere of what's going on and what we're doing. I thought about playing my video from the news and my 15 minutes of fame, but then thought otherwise. If you want to see me in all my glory, you can Google Chip Isabella. There's an Active Rain link 5 years later that still works with that news thing. And I don't tell you that to brag about being on the news. I tell you that because it was easy to get on the news. It was so easy, it was ridiculous. I mean, it's like I paid him. Okay, it was all for free though. And they came out and interviewed us and did it. I had a lot of relationships with the Sun Sentinel. Would create some press releases and mail them out to them, and they would publish them for free. I got one in the business section because a guy was doing a business articles on the real estate market and the foreclosures. In the Sun Sentinel big home spot section every Sunday, I got a free ad in there, like a 4-paragraph editorial type piece, and that was all for free. And then some local magazines and publications also did some stuff for us. And the reason being is that they're all looking, in these times, they're all looking for news. They're all looking for newsworthy stuff, and to go with the flow, we were talking about foreclosures and doing something proactive at that time, so they were very eager to put that on. And I think that we have an equally proactive tool at our disposal right now with Hero Home Source. If you look at what's going on now, Friday was Veterans Day. Just a couple examples. There's a car wash, a Mr. Clean car wash right outside, right by me here. And they sent coupons, and they had ads running in the little flyers and the little mailbox coupons. And they spent quite a bit of money to advertise that they give a free bronze car wash to veterans. That's an $8 wash, guys. So they spent that much money and effort to give an $8 car wash to veterans as a thank you. Applebee's has a full court press. Front page of their website, TV blitzes, magazine blitzes, radio blitzes. Come to Applebee's, get free chicken bruschetta dinner for all veterans. I gotta think what we're doing is better than that. And that's why I think there's an opportunity for you guys to get some press release out there and some press coverage for yourself. We are helping these heroes and their families purchase and sell real estate, maybe buy their first home, maybe get them out of a sticky situation with short sale or foreclosure avoidance, and then we're rebating them money to furnish their house or to help them start anew or do whatever they need to do. So I really think that that's pretty impactful, and that the news should hear about it. With just these few examples, I'm like, oh well gosh, I'm better than a chicken bruschetta dinner. I mean, right there off the bat. So I think that they'd want to hear about it. And there's a lot of other companies, and if you just watch the news, I mean, I see it all the time, and I'm very aware of what's happening. The White House has this whole big, beautiful website called Joining Forces, to be in service and support to our military. The Armed Forces Foundation, a lot of TV public coverage right now on that. Make a Difference Day, Brian Williams had a whole article in the Sunday paper about it, and all these different things that are happening. I really think that we have something very good and compelling and proactive to talk about as well. So I'd like to see us get out there and put our best foot forward on that, and I think it's only going to help you guys in the long run. Just did a couple quick searches. Gwinnett Daily Post is a local paper here. Veterans honored for a lifetime of service at Gwinnett ceremony by Cammie Young. I'm pretty sure Cammie Young, when writing this article, would love to hear about Hero Home Source and what we're doing and how we're bringing that to the community. On the right-hand side is all these contacts just from the website. I mean, it's a 5-minute Google search, and I uncovered all this information. So you can find your local papers, get this contact information really quick. Jay Bookman, the Atlanta Journal is our big paper here. You can see there it says, "Happy Veterans Day to my 2 favorite veterans." That looks like a pretty old picture. I don't know how old Jay is, but it's probably his grandparents, I would assume. But I think this guy's pretty connected to the military and veterans, being that he front page news this thing on Friday. I gotta believe that he'd want to hear something else, that how we might have helped his grandparents sell their home and offer them a rebate to pay for moving expenses or reduce their closing costs and down payment. So just another idea, and here's all the contacts on the right hand side, full page of contacts and editors right at your disposal. And then of course our news stations. This is one of our major, CBS 46. Front page, celebrate Veterans Day in Metro Atlanta. All the reporters are in the online as well, and that's all of them there. You can click on each one and see what they specialize in, like what they report on, and send them a little press release. Excuse me. Send them a press release, send them a quick email, and I'll show you some things that I did that helped me get to the right people. But I really think that people are going to be interested in having this and reporting about it. Also, your brokers have what's called Shop Talk. I think SHOPTOK. It's through the Exit Resource Center, but what it is, it's like a press release kit. And I believe that Exit and Steve Morris and everybody wants the brokers to do about 2 press releases a month. I can tell you that probably 95% of them haven't done 2 this year. So what a great opportunity for you to align your broker with the vision of what you're doing and put some press releases out on your behalf, in addition for the brokerage. And some of you may want to keep this to yourself and do your own thing and not share, and I understand that. But we have a few brokerage level members here that have the whole brokerage involved, and I think that's a great tool for you guys for recruiting and retention and getting this out there, how your office is making a difference with these heroes. I think is pretty compelling. So I encourage you to, if you're a broker with a brokerage level membership, go on and do this quick. And if you're individuals, go ahead and do your thing or get your broker involved to help as well. And it's available in the Resource Center, and I hear that there's just a ton of stuff in there for you guys to utilize and a lot of different tools, so I really think that that'd be advantageous for you. Here's just a quick press release. You guys can pause and read it when you go. I don't want to read it all to you, but and all I did is asked, if you're not the person that I need to be sending this to, if you kindly forward it to that person or let me know. And when I was doing this with the Sun Sentinel, they were more than helpful and forwarding it to 2 or 3 people till I got to the right person. He's like, yeah, I'm doing stories on that. Let me take a look at it. And they were very helpful, and it was easy to do. So I think you're going to be shocked at how these people respond to this. And then I wrote a press release that I'll put in Dropbox for you as well. And just some simple stuff. At the bottom I put a little personal touch. Chip resides in Lawrenceville with his wife and 2 kids. Married to a teacher. Son of a retired major. Proud brother and uncle of 2 Marines. Tie your own personal connection to this program and what it means to you and why you're doing it. And I really think that that'll help you in getting your message across to these folks. So within this week's assignment, stay on task. 5 new prospects, 2 sales pitches, 1 presentation, and let's create and publish a press release. Let's get some exposure out there for you guys. I really think it's going to be something like a feather to put in your cap. I think that once you start the ball rolling with these folks, as you guys start to close some deals and deliver some benefits to some heroes, these are going to be your people to go back to and go, hey, listen, I appreciate that article you ran. Here's what we just did. Take some pictures of you presenting a check and get some press release coverage out there. And I think that that's going to help you grow your own part of this business. So we're going to be taskmasters. We're going to make sure you're familiar with everything. If you haven't already done so, please set up all your marketing pieces. Please make sure that they're ready to go and organized, and you know exactly where they are, so that when it's time to go, you're ready. When I was actively selling and I had my listing book, my book was in my car. It had all my documentation in one of those little carry file folders. Listing packages already made, business cards, collateral, printed material, everything was good. If you call me right now, I do a CMA, I'm there. I don't have to go scurrying around looking for paperwork, printing a contract. My printer doesn't work. I can't get it to pull up. No, I had all my stuff all ready to go in the car. If I dropped my car off at the service station to get fixed, I would take my box out of the car and put it in the car I was going in. I would have it with me all the time. It had calculator, pens, everything in there. And the reason I tell you this is that you guys have got to be organized. I see some people sending me emails. I got a meeting today at 2 o'clock and you missed the boat. Now you're scrambling around trying to find this information. You've had it for weeks. Get your stuff ready. Manage your daily tasks. Manage your weekly tasks. Have your toolbox ready. Be prepared to pick up your toolbox and leave at a moment's notice. All right, I really think that that's going to help you in this. So go ahead and create a daily and weekly to-do list. Chart your course, know where you're headed, and I think that you'll see the results start to happen a lot quicker from there. I really honestly believe that. When you manage your tasks and you do your daily work, things will start to happen for you as long as you're doing the right things. So really important, master task list, stay on task, stay focused, chart your course. And again, we're looking just to present basics to leadership individuals, your American Legions. I was just at the American Legion last week and talking to a few of the people that were there that I haven't spoke to before about the program, and they were all so moved and overwhelmed and excited about these opportunities, and they see the value and appreciate it. I mean, it's just a great group of people, and I think a really big connection for you guys. So if you haven't visited American Legion, I don't know what you're waiting for. And then your credit unions, police officers, firemen, of course, we're going to stay on task with all those, and we're going to have a lot of updates from the Tallahassee trip. So with that said, I apologize for not being on live, but I'm sure you would understand the value of what we're trying to bring to you guys at the state level with all these groups and organizations. And once we get in with Tallahassee and Florida, it's a no-brainer to go to other states, because we're like, Florida's doing it. Why aren't you doing it? Why isn't Georgia doing it? Why isn't Alabama doing it? So really excited about the whole opportunities and delivering this nationwide. View this at your leisure, and I look forward to updating you over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks of how we did. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.